Now that you have installed CWP on your VPS server, there are a couple of things you want to make sure you do before you start using that server or start using your CWP installation. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have CWP Pro. Now, CWP comes with a free version and a pro version. The free version allows you to use CWP. However, you'll be limited in the number of things you can do. Now, the pro version costs just around $1.49 per month, and I would advise that you get that pro version before you proceed. So what you want to do is you want to come into your CWP dashboard, and then you want to scroll all the way down, and then under CWP info right here, you want to go to the CWP Pro version. And if you don't have the Pro version, you would see a link right here that prompts you to get the Pro version, and then you can just get the Pro version. So have that at the back of your mind. Now, once that is done, you want to make sure you come to your mail services right here, and then you want to make sure that at the minimum, you want to have your postfix mail server and your Dovecoat server both turned on. So right now you would see that all these services here are actually off. You have your spam assassin is off, your OpenDKIM is off, your mail virus scanner is off, your cloud AV is off. And what you really want to do is that you want to turn on these services and make sure they are active. These are some of the things that you want to do immediately. You have your just going to close these notifications, get back to that. So you want to make sure that you turn on all these services under your mail services so that you don't have issues with sending mails with your CWP installation. The next thing you want to do is you want to come under this notification here. I just turned off those bubbles. You want to come to these notifications here, and then you want to see if there are notifications that you need to address, especially the security notifications. So you have the first one, which talks about the notification email alerts, and you want to put in your email so that you know what is happening to your server in real time. For instance, if someone does or attempts to log into your server, or someone successfully logs into your server, you get a notice that you have a login and things like that. Then also you want to put on things like your firewall. The firewall is right now turned on, but if it is not turned on, you want to make sure that you have your firewall turned on. So you want to go to Monit, for instance, and you want to set up your Monit. So if it's not installed, you want to get it installed. If it is installed and it's not properly set up, you want to make sure that you set it up on your server. Now, these are basic things that you need to do on your server. So here we have Monit is currently not installed, and what you want to do is you want to install Monit on your server. This is a kind of server monitoring application that monitors your server and reports things to you as they happen on your server in real time. So you want to actually turn this on your server. So there you have it. Monit is now installed on the server, and then what you want to do next is you want to start up Monit. So you just start it up, and that's that about that. Now let's go back to the notifications to see if we have any more notifications. So we just did Monit. I'm going to just close that. We've not done email alerts. That's something you have to do yourself. Just put in your email. Then we have the new mail server configuration is available. Let's rebuild. Let's see if we need to rebuild our mail server. And then for here, we can rebuild and say, okay, add cloud AV, all those things that we did earlier. You can just add that and just go ahead and rebuild your mail server. So these are things that you can easily do. And then you would see that all those errors that you have under here, just make sure that you take care of those errors. It's very important that you do. These are simple things. Just use your graphical user interface and get all these things done. And there you have it. You have that has been done. Now, once you have sorted out all the notifications that you see on your dashboard for your CWP installation, the next thing you want to check out is your web server settings. So it's important you check that out. So you just go to your web server settings, and then you want to select web servers. And then once you get to select web servers, you want to choose the kind of web server that you want. Now, by default, Apache only is set as the web server, and for most people this is okay. So you can just decide to go with the default and leave as Apache only. Now, if you decide to go with the default and leave as Apache only, that's fine. You don't need to do anything else. But if you decide to change the kind of web server you're using as default, then you need to select what web server you want: Nginx and Vanish and Apache, or Nginx and Vanish, or Nginx and Apache, or just simple Nginx. Now, for most people, Apache only is fine. But then if you decide you want to change the kind of web server you use on your server, you can just do a change by selecting whatever web server you want, and then you come down and you just save and rebuild your web server configuration. Now, these are the basic things that you need to do. Now, once you do all this, you are good to go with your CWP installation. However, in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can install different PHP versions, so that if you need to switch your PHP versions at any point in time for any of your websites, it becomes super easy to do that. So in the next video, I'll show you how to install different PHP versions on your CWP server, so that when your sites need different PHP versions, it's easy for you to switch between those versions. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.